Hi guys, I would like to invite you to do a certain type of exercise about expectations. Like I mentioned before in the introduction towards expectation and why we should get rid of them, I mentioned that it's important to see reality and people who are in our life the way how they really are, not the way how we want them to be. And I would like to invite you to write, to prepare a piece of paper and the pen and write now about the person who is really close in your life. It can be father, mother, it can be romantic partner, the person you know pretty well. And then, first of all, write about expectation you tend to have towards this person. So it can be in the past that you want to be loved, you want those people to always find time for you. It can be that they will be more understanding, compassionate, you want them to be more emotional or anything. And just write down your image of the person. So what do you feel this person is, what this person you want them to be. And once this image will be ready, then write the second version of how you see this person. And this time resign from your expectations and write about this person, covering their life story if you know it, and as well the way how they really behave in their life. So what sort of tendencies that they have, like let's say they like to be late, they are more egocentric, more focused on themselves, they are very busy people, they don't have that spare time to be with you, and maybe they value something very much in their life, so they don't show that much attention towards you. And maybe just because of life story they are not really that good with showing love and attention and care. So the goal, the aim of doing this attempt, this exercise, is actually to verify these two versions of the same person, the version you create in your mind and the version which is causing your frustration sometimes when the people are really going out of the version you create in your mind. And the real situation, the reality, how this person really behave, and if you are really accepting those people as they really are you are not limiting their freedom, are you fine with these people who they really are, or you just try all the time ignore the facts and try to use the force in order to change them. Or if it's like some family relationship, if you still have some anger towards those people, if you still live in certain type of expectations which cause pain in this relation, cause certain type of distance, lack of understanding, and then if you really want to live that way, if you can just reflect more on expectations, and once you have these two versions of the same person, ask yourself if they can really fit your image, fit your expectations. And if you understand that it's unrealistic, that sometimes expectations are so high that even if we set expectation for ourselves that cause our own pain, And once we set expectation for others, then this frustration appear in us, but indeed um, this anger, this disappointment, we are like pushing on the other person too. So once you think about that, then think if it's not time to accept this person, who this person really is, and maybe even show a little bit of compassion based on um, that, you know, we all have our own weaknesses, we are all not perfect, you know, in every extent. So then, you know, if we are suffering because we set expectation for ourselves, why we cannot show ourselves the compassion and let ourselves be who we are, and let other people give that choice and freedom. So let's do this exercise, and once you see these two versions, then you can do another exercise which is about forgiveness. And then once you do exactly the same, so you just write your expectation from the past, let's say, and then you focus more on the story, like who the person really is or was. And once you have these two versions, then you can just think if um, it's not time to leave this expectation behind, especially the one from the past, and just let the life be, you know, let the life goes on, and not live with this expectation you have towards people in the past, because they can cause your own pain. And once you can resign from them, like release, leave that expectation behind from your past, you can be free person to make your new direction in life, and find the new people and new inspiration in your life, which will be without blaming others, but more you can be inspired by your own direction, your own freedom. So yeah, that's two things I would encourage you to do. One, it's about kind of reflecting on expectation, and the other is if you have some expectation with the people you met in the past and they cause some suffering and pain because you want people to be in certain way, and the reality wasn't really working along with what you want to have in your life, then you can just kind of resolve that through compassion, through seeing reality as it is or as it was, and through certain type of acceptance, and give yourself freedom to be who you are without trying to be perfect or fitting anything. So this exercise gives you an access to live more authentic life and more free life without internal and external pressure. So once you do this exercise, you will be more aware, and you can try to do the same with other people in your life, which you tend to have various expectations to be more real, what is really happening in your life and what you really want to have in your life, instead of living in imagination you create that for yourself, for your own comfort. So thank you very much for listening, for doing the exercise, and I hope you learn some valuable knowledge and you use that in your future for your happy life. Thank you very much.